brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin indeed. Wheeler and Ollie with you on your Monday morning post-cabin Christmas party. Yesterday was a little lazy. I'm not going to lie to you. We were out late on Saturday night celebrating this Christmas season right after a wonderful, wonderful Santa Claus parade, which we had so much fun bringing it to you live on the live stream. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and thank you for everyone who came down. It was such a beautiful evening. It snowed. It truly was a winter wonderland.
Yes,
yes, it was.
I did not know that was my kid.
That's why I looked over at you. That's my transition.
It was lovely.
Yes,
yeah,
it was.
It was, and the snow coming down halfway through it and everything.
Well, and just kind of expanding our you and Sarah getting together and expanding like what we can do with our limited means, but what we can do with these live streams, and it's always great to have snapback between me kind of like hosting right in front to AJ and Scott kind of milling about in the crowd. It was great. We had a great time.
Yep, it was a ton of fun, and the party was lovely as well. Thank you to everybody who organised that.
Yes,
it was wonderful because I didn't even have to, but nothing involved me at all, which was lovely, and everything came together. It was a wonderful night. There was trivia, there was karaoke as well.
Yes, big thanks to Coyotes, to Ed, and all the staff at Coyotes treated us so very well and took care of us throughout the entire night. And yes, we did do some trivia. We did some Bluetooth karaoke on the speaker. It went pretty well, actually, and we had a great time. So thank you to everyone there. And the season begins in earnest now that our Christmas party is done.
Yes,
more than a
now
month.
It's Christmas.
Now it's Christmas. Now we can do it.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter with you on your Monday morning. He brought in coffee. He's a heck of a guy, and we have to say, congratulations. You are a long-suffering Bombers fan, a long-suffering Leafs fan, a long-suffering Jets fan. Oh, there you go, buddy. Is that a Milt Stegall jersey?
No, Andrew Harris.
Oh, 33.
Hometown kid.
I thought I was going to say 23. 23 was Milt Stegall's number, right?
No, 85.
85, fair enough. I know about the CFL. So big game yesterday, of course, the 107th Grey Cup from Calgary.
The big game.
That's right. Well, a big game.
The biggest game of the season.
I don't know. It was pretty big. I don't know. But the Bombers taking it to the Ticats. Two incredible defenses against each other, and one just decided not to show up.
Yeah, that was okay.
I mean, it's like what was
happy
the
with
final
that.
score? 33-12 or something like that?
Yeah.
33-12. So that's not a high-scoring game, really.
No.
But
no.
I mean, 33
not
points.
A shootout.
Not a shootout. No. And I was, it was 33-12, I think, in the third quarter or something like that, or like the start of the fourth. And I was going to text you like, "Oh, buddy," but I didn't want to say anything.
I appreciate that.
Because the last 5 minutes of any CFL game is usually just like throwing bombs, seeing what happens, and and the lead can change 4 times in the last 5 minutes of a CFL game.
There was actually a moment, I think it was late in the third quarter, they had the broadcast booth guys had Keith Urban, who of course was the halftime performer,
which makes total sense,
up there chatting with them, and at one point he made a comment basically saying like, "Oh, they're celebrating in Winnipeg right now." I was just like, I swear to God, Keith Urban, if Hamilton comes back and wins this game,
I will kidnap Nicole Kidman.
Or Samantha Stewart.
Or Samantha Stewart. What?
She's our closest connection to country music.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
She'd probably be in trouble.
That's right. Well, you'd have to have her say it on the show. Like, what the hell's wrong with you, Keith?
What's wrong with you, Keith?
Keith! But I saw the highlights. Didn't watch the game because I saw the highlights. And it was great. Great game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you were very excited.
Yeah, I wanted to come in on this because as people may know, I have often said very detrimental things about the CFL.
Yeah, you're very disrespectful.
Yeah, very disrespectful.
And I feel like, that should change because, it's really important to recognize. I mean, this is a sport where Canadian teams have got a streak in this sport, unlike any other sport in
crazy.
North America.
Yeah, since 1995, they've won every Grey Cup.
Yeah. I mean, the Raptors go and win one, and the whole country loses its mind. Like in the CFL, we're talking about a sport where, like, we care about like an individual Canadian city's drought. Never mind the whole of Canada.
Almost total domination.
Right.
That's right.
Like
it's amazing.
It feels like every year.
And more to that point, I know in jest, but more to that point, Andrew Harris yesterday, most valuable player, also most valuable Canadian.
Yes.
The first time that has ever
ever happened. Yeah.
Which is just
most valuable Canadian.
That's right.
In a Canadian sport.
I know, right? It's the thing
Ollie,
that drives me
I
the
swear to
most
God.
nuts about the CFL is that the CFL, the Canadian Football League, in the season also has most valuable Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most outstanding defensive. Did they have defensive Canadian and offensive Canadian as well?
No, just Canadian.
Okay.
Most valuable offensive Canadian, Don Cherry.
Don Cherry.
Every year.
Offensive Canadian of the year.
He is, and defensive Canadian of the year, Alberta. Yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, and it's cool because he is a hometown Winnipeg kid, and they had two players came back in the past few years to play for their hometown team.
Yeah,
and both of them had huge games last night. There's actually a third one, but he's been injured all year, so everyone kind of forgot about him.
Right.
3 players from the same high school.
Oh wow,
in Winnipeg.
Which high school? Bishop Grandin?
Oak Park High School.
Oak Park.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Harris, Nick Dembski, and Brady Oliveira. He was the one who's been injured all year. But yeah, 3 players from the same high school playing for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and bringing home
amazing.
A Grey Cup after 29 years.
29 years.
Both of those players, I think, I think Dembski might have been born the last time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the Grey Cup.
That's right.
Andrew Harris was like 1 or 2, maybe.
He doesn't remember.
I don't know if you saw any of the post-game celebration, but definitely a little bit of true Oak Park spirit came out in Andrew Harris at all. He dropped a sh-bomb.
He did
on the air and just kind of like got really real for a moment with the camera. He's like being all political. He's like, we worked so hard all year. Really proud of the team. Really proud of the guys. And this is for the blah 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 who talked bleep all year. It's just like, oh man,
he dropped.
He just let it go.
It was great.
It was really good.
Pretty cool. I like to see some emotion.
Oh, all of Winnipeg was right there with him.
Well, I mean, Winnipeg's on fire right now.
Absolutely.
They're celebrating all night. Few arrests, a couple of deaths. That's just how it goes.
Calgary, if Winnipeggers are starting fires over there.
That's right.
Yeah,
Crave Cupcakes in Kensington has burned to the ground. No, it was. That's very cool. 29 years. That's a long time to be waiting for a
long time in a 19 league.
That's right. That's right. Hey, for a while there was like 13 teams, and by a while I mean 3 years. Right there in the middle when there was the Las Vegas something or others.
Yeah, your reference to ever since 1995 Canadian domination.
Right.
That was a deep cut.
That was Baltimore, right? Baltimore. Is it Baltimore?
Yeah, the Baltimore. I don't know if they were still the Stallions or the Colts or the Baltimore CFLers.
The CFLers. They were called the Baltimore CFLers.
The Baltimore Fleurs.
We'll go into all that later if you want.
Perfect.
The whole American invasion.
All morning we're talking
Welcome to the Mornings at the Cabin CFL Heritage Special.
We can do that tonight on Cabin Sports Radio.
That's right.
Guess,
but this is. I know the feeling after so many years, not having anything, and then No, I don't.
Nothing.
I don't. The Montreal hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1993. The Blue Jays haven't won a Stanley Cup, a World Series since 1993.
They've got about as much chance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, the Bombers, Grey Cup champions after a long, long drought.
Oh.
Lekter can breathe a little easier this morning. An early Christmas present. All right. And you know what? Actually, a friend of the show, Christina Dawn Monroe, was at the game yesterday.
Wow.
Long-suffering Bombers fan as well, so
right on.
Congrats.
Right on.
Well done. I hope she participated in some riding last night.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
On cabinradio.ca, you can find this story. Wonderful little story. Yellowknife woman wins more than $100,000 on a poker lotto game. Eleanor Brand, that her win was confirmed this week. She actually told me about it a couple weeks ago, but swore me to secrecy.
Oh, wow.
She said it's going to come out anyway.
Okay.
Just don't tell anybody just yet.
Yeah.
She's actually one of my customers.
Uh-huh.
I sold her a vehicle last month.
She wanted to get out of town
before
it was announced.
Yeah, that's exactly right. She's like, give me 2 weeks head start.
Clever.
I was like, Ellie, you go right ahead.
I will keep my mouth shut.
Keep my mouth shut. So she won $108,063.60.
Wow.
On the poker lotto, which allows the player... so you can scratch. Is it a scratcher? It's a scratcher. No, it's not. But you can allow the player to go all in with an extra $1 for the ability to win extra prizes. She did that.
Why do they bother having cents? Why don't you just have a rounded dollar amount?
Right? Like, what are you going to give me? Dimes? She initially won $10,000 instant prize, but then, thanks to the all-in option, discovered she had in fact won $100,000.
The all-in. I always choose the all-in option.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about the all-in option.
Is the all-in option just the lump sum? That's what you're...
Yes.
It just sounds a lot cooler.
Well, yeah. I mean, you take a lump sum for...
No one wants... Lumps are never good. All-in can be good.
Some are good. Some lumps.
You think lumps are good?
Probably
They're
not.
rarely good.
No, I mean... I don't know. I don't like lumpy mashed potatoes.
There you go.
So there you go. I kind of lost the thread there for a second. The thing I was wondering about the all-in option, though, is that if you win the $10,000 instant prize and you take the all-in option,
right,
and you don't win, are you done? Do you not get that 10 grand?
Starting to wonder if I'm quite sure how this works.
I don't know how it works either.
Oh, okay.
But she said she was so excited that she went Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes
is lovely.
Wow.
She's pretty adorable.
A couple Toonie Tunes in there, too, I bet. Just to...
Toonie Tunes.
For efficiency's sake.
Pretty good. Well, she's got 108,000 loonies.
That's a lot of loonies.
That's right. Or 54 toonies.
So she's in Vegas right now?
No, I don't think so. She's going to pay off her bills, and she's just going to sit on the rest, she says.
Just going to sit on it?
Sit on it. Just get a nice little case with a bunch of 20s in it and sit on it. Wow. I mean, 100 grand. I mean, 100 grand is, that's good for a couple of years, right? If you didn't want to work.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, if you invested some of it, you probably...
Especially if you're just sitting on it. Then,
that's right.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
But congratulations to Eleanor, and you can catch that story on cabinradio.ca, and that's awesome. These are more and more bigger prizes are being won in the North now. Like $2 million prizes last year. Of course, one wasn't claimed. But that's cool.
We could have all had our $20.
Yeah, that's right.
If someone had just claimed it.
That's right. That's right, yeah. Was it 20? I guess
I think it broke down to about 20 bucks each or something. Yeah,
$20 or something. Yeah, there's 42,000 people.
Blew that one.
That would have been great. I would have done $20. Would have been like Alberta back in the early 2000s. $400. Oh my God! What are we gonna do with all this?
It's gonna change my life.
That's right. I'm gonna pay off my bills or take my go out for dinner or something like that, and then it'll be gone.
Yeah,
and then we'll still remember Ralph Klein as like the greatest premier ever in Alberta, I guess. Anyway, got a little political on the lottery win. Eleanor, congratulations. That's awesome. And find out more on cabinradio.ca. And keep telling us if you win those lottos, even though by law you have to.
Scenes on the cabin.
You tell me, who is your daddy and what does he do? Get it? We start right here. You.
My dad repairs cars driven by women who are pinheads.
My dad doesn't do anything since the crash.
My dad gives money to people that don't have money. Then people use that money. Then they give other money back. And they give the same amount of money back to my dad.
My dad doesn't live with us anymore. He lives in New York and drives a taxi. My mom hopes he's going to die real soon.
My dad watches TV all day long.
My dad works on computers, and he's the boss of his company, and he has a mustache and a beard. He doesn't have that much hair because his head's so big that he can't wear any hats.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's divorced. My dad's divorced.
My dad is a psychologist, and he helps people that are hurt or lost their feelings. That's it.
Our mom says that our dad is a real sex machine.
Good.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including the Monkey Tree Pub and Steak Restaurant, the Woodyard Brewhouse and Eatery, Flavor Trader, Copperhouse Eatery and Lounge, or Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Santa Claus Parade on Saturday. We live streamed the entire thing. A little glitchy. It happens. When the snow comes down, it makes it, for whatever reason, makes the signal a little harder to get. And so, I mean, we did our best.
Was that the issue?
I think so.
Was the
well,
snow?
that's what we think.
How dare Mother Nature?
I mean,
have
it was a winter wonderland.
snowfall on a Santa Claus parade.
No, it was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It was gorgeous.
It messed up our stream.
We had a great time. So you can check out the video of that on the Cabin Radio NWT page, and you can see all the highlights. by clicking through it because we don't have it edited down. But you can see the entire parade. There's about 45 minutes worth of stuff there with me kind of hosting out in front of the station, and then we got AJ and Scott kind of milling around asking questions of kids who apparently don't know what they want for Christmas. Big shout out to Leo once again for just wanting some peace and quiet. Just want to relax on my couch. Leo, you are every adult's mood this Christmas season.
Absolutely.
You know, he was just like, you know what? I don't know what I want for Christmas. I was like, okay, great. You don't want any things. What do you want? A little peace. Just want to relax on my couch. Leo, the 35-year-old, 10-year-old, I think he was about 10. Like, he's like, I just want some peace and quiet. I want everybody to shut up.
Yeah.
I want to lay on my couch.
Leo speaks for all of us.
Fair enough.
That's amazing.
That is what I will be doing over Christmas.
Wise beyond his years.
Yes, that's absolutely right. But we had a fantastic time. The theme was a Winter Wonderland. We're not sure who won yet. We haven't heard from the city of Yellowknife. We'll find out very soon, I imagine.
I'd give it to Santa.
Santa?
Yeah.
Santa doesn't need to win.
His float was pretty
Santa's
good.
already, well, of course, it's Santa's float. It has to be the best, which means he's kind of disqualified from the competition.
Okay, in that case, let's go the opposite end. Mm-hmm. We had Santa at the back, leading off the parade on a bike. No decorations, no frills.
That's right.
No gimmicks.
Mm-hmm.
Julie Green.
Winter
Wonderland.
That's right. And Kevin O'Reilly.
They
were both out there.
Were they both on bikes?
On the fat tire bikes. That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Weren't even throwing out candy. Saving out that too.
Okay. Well, I guess they'll just have to battle it out.
That's right.
That's what it comes down to.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
You want to win this Winter Wonderland theme, or don't you?
Yeah, that's right. I came. There was so much candy this year. Everyone was throwing out candy. There was a ton. Yeah. I ended up with my pockets full. Sam Stewart's kids. I told them to bring me candy. I didn't think they would. They totally did. Filled my pockets.
Good kids.
And then I tossed them all in your pocket. You still have that candy, probably.
I still have some. There were also some empty Raptors that you tossed in my pocket.
I don't think that's true.
But I appreciated that it was mostly candy.
Well, I couldn't just throw them on the street.
That's true.
Sitting there having my Santa Claus dinner.
You know, where you were set up, there is a garbage can like 5 steps.
You know I'm not allowed to walk away from the middle of that stream.
You're doing it right now. I'm watching the video, and you are tiptoeing out into the middle.
Well, I get to see. There's a bus there. I couldn't see everything. I love how the video starts with me, like there's a 30 seconds of me going, are we? No? Good? Good? Are we? No? All right. Good? Good. Because Ollie's doing his countdown to me, and I'm so like,
yeah.
All right. Okay. No. All right. Yeah,
hey, we're still very much in an experiment phase.
That's right.
In some ways with our equipment and our technology. We got to try things once in a while.
That's right, and we're expanding what we can do and how we can present these things because we're always looking for new and exciting ways to do it.
Yeah,
and we tried something, and that, I mean, technology sometimes gets in the way, but I think it was still pretty successful. A lot of people were watching, a lot of comments on there, including one that says, "Who's that announcer?" Now, I'm reading that as positive. Although it could be,
who is that announcer?
Who's that announcer?
Wow.
When it could just as easily be, who's this guy?
Yeah, who's that announcer? And then they follow it up with a why?
Yeah, well, no, I was like, I was going to write why.
Oh, I see.
Because I wanted to find out whether it was positive or negative. I'd be like, why do you ask?
I thought you said they were like, who's that announcer? Like, why? Why is this happening?
Why is this happening? Why is this guy in front of my screen?
Come on, Cabin Radio.
Man.
Where is our British gentleman?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was behind the camera. He's running all the tech because he knows how to do it. I would be back there going like, I don't know. Oh.
He did a great job, though. I especially liked you yelling at the people as they went in between you and the camera.
Go ahead. Oh, my goodness.
We're doing a live broadcast, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were in a little bit of an awkward area. Yeah, so there it is. We had to be back far enough.
We're awkward, all right?
We're awkward. We had to be back far enough so you could see everything on the street.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But people are walking around and trying to get a better look at the parade. It's so cool to see so many people out. A few thousand people probably, just by my guess.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, really good crowd.
Always.
And I mean, I'm watching the video now, and we didn't do too bad. It's all right.
Try our best.
A big shout out to AJ for some last minute construction, as he is the cabin radio handyman.
What, the stage?
Yeah, just whipped up a podium for our camera to go on, which got some beautiful kind of not overhead, but
but good
above
angles.
the crowd
That's
shots, right. And so that part worked out.
We need to find him a girlfriend. He's too good looking. He's too talented. He's too nice to not be hitched up with somebody. I mean, not that he may not want it. I may be just presuming things.
That's very true.
I don't know.
We got to find someone who's good enough.
That's right. Yeah, that's for this eligible bachelor that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably one of Yellowknife's most eligible bachelors.
He's pretty eligible.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
That's right.
We don't want to make too many assumptions.
And I don't want to say, I mean, he's not bona fide, but he's an eligible bachelor.
All right.
Bona fide. It's from Oh Brother Where Art Thou? He's bona fide. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
nope,
never seen it.
He's established. Well, I guess he's established. But he's like a bona fide person. Never mind.
It just sounds like innuendo, so yeah.
It does not sound like
that
innuendo.
Is one bona fide man.
No,
right
for goodness
there.
sake. Am I not pronouncing the R? Does it sound like that? Like it's just a southern accent. He's bona fide. I don't know what that means. All right. If you'd like to date AJ, call 867-675-0100. Make you a pitch. That's right. He owns his own home. He's got a dog.
He's good with kids.
Great with kids. He can make stuff. He's good with his hands. Pretty good looking dude. I mean, you know, what are you going to do?
Give us a call, I guess.
You do a lot worse.
Yeah.
867-675-0100, the rant line / date AJ line. Thank you for everyone who came out and watched the parade, all the organizers, everyone who participated, and of course, everyone who watched it on the live stream. Like I said, you can catch that video if you didn't see it on Saturday on the Cabin Radio Facebook page. Now,
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Now that we are deep into the season. Now, I was asking you, Lekter, if you'd put up your Christmas tree, and you said yes. Now that we're past Remembrance Day, you put it up the day after, you said.
I supported the putting up of the tree.
You didn't do anything?
I wouldn't say that I put it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If it relied on my energy to do so,
it would still be...
It'd still be in the box.
Yeah, that's right. Still be in the box, settling.
I traditionally was a December person.
Yeah.
December 1st.
Fair enough.
You know, go nuts. Get the tree up. Get all the decorations up.
Mm-hmm.
I have... I've become part of a family that is not a December only family.
Get it on, for sure. Put it up.
Fair enough.
I told you I saw one on the street there by the Lions Park there.
Okay.
And it was up November 1st.
That's disrespectful.
Boom. Just right there, right in the middle of it. And it was one of those trees. It looked nice, but it's one of those trees where a person only puts up one color lights.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't like.
Yeah. No.
Which I don't appreciate.
No.
You know.
So you're going to go knock their tree down is what you're saying?
No, throw a snowball at their window.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean it looks really nice, especially with it's all white, one color like white lights. It looks kind of nice, but I like my tree with a bit more color.
Okay,
that's all.
Okay.
My mother's got hers up. We don't have ours up yet. We're going to be gone for most of Christmas.
Right.
For all of Christmas, really. We're going to be gone for 2 weeks. But we do have friend of the show, Bridget Rusk, staying at the house.
But you guys are always gone for Christmas.
We are.
Do you ever put up Christmas decorations?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
we put up the tree.
Okay.
Phoenix likes to have the tree up. So I was going to ask,
So why not this year?
Well, no, we'll probably do it. I'm just saying, we haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people out there have. I mean, they're starting to see Christmas lights all over the city.
Yep.
Went for a drive with my mom actually on Friday night after dinner before we went to see Scrooge. Went for a little drive around to see who's got their lights up. Not as many up as you would suspect, but I mean, it's still late November.
It's still November.
That's right.
Yeah. Sanity.
That's right. Sanity. Yeah, that's right. Well, and it's been warm later into the season. A lot of people put them up early because they don't want to do it when it's minus 40.
Yeah, also
right?
fair, yeah.
But on Saturday, it was minus 6.
That's also implying that people actually take down their exterior
That's
Christmas lights, which is 50-50 at best.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad would... so we had that house on Pilot's Lane. It had the big deck. It had this big deck outside the house, and it went all... there was a long, straight part that went onto this octagonal, like, fire pity place out overlooking the lake.
Okay.
And my dad would line up lights all the way around, right? And he would just leave them up all year.
Absolutely.
So as a total jagweed 9-year-old, as I was, I would we were right on like above some rocks, and I would unscrew them because when I discovered that they made a popping sound and they sounded like little bombs, I just unscrewed them, threw them out on the rocks. It was our property. All right, it wasn't that bad. It was our property. So and you make that little explosion sound. So that sounded really cool. So I'd be like, throw the bomb, and then they make all these little popping sounds, and it sounded really cool. And I didn't say anything about it. I'm sure my dad noticed. Where's all the lights going? But
look at all that broken glass.
Look at all that broken glass down there. And you know what? And like again, Total jerkwad 9-year-old move. Didn't clean it up. And
of course not.
Those lights got back at me. I have a scar on my knee. Grey Cup Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Grey Cup Sunday. I was sliding out behind the house because it's a nice little hill. There's a nice little sliding hill there.
Right.
And I was about to go into some trees because there was a little pack of trees there, and I rolled off my little crazy carpet.
Oh, okay.
And my knee brushed up against some of that glass, tore me right open.
Can't trust those crazy carpets.
So I got this scar on my knee based on my own actions.
Karma.
Of absolutely right.
Yeah.
Mess with Christmas.
Christmas messes right back
That's
with
right.
you.
You mess with those magical reindeer, you get the horns.
That's right.
And so but it was, it was like a few years after I got this scar on my hand. I have this big cut on my hand. I got 9 stitches there.
Oh, wow.
And it hurt so much that I was so terrified to get stitches again that I kept it completely hidden.
Well, Nick probably couldn't play video games until it healed either.
No, well, I mean, that's, grade 3, whatever. And then, but for this one, I kept it completely hidden. Didn't tell anybody. Went inside. I was bleeding like crazy. Went inside, wiped it all up, and then just like wrapped gauze around it. And I kept the gauze on it for weeks.
Oh, my God.
It didn't get infected. I didn't get it closed up. Never saw a doctor about it. So I have this almond-shaped scar on my knee from that.
Do you think there's still glass in there?
Probably.
Wow.
Well, actually, no, probably not. But it went through 2 layers of pants and into my skin. So the lesson is don't throw light bulbs.
That's really all you can
on
take
rocks
out of this.
and then go sliding. So for those of you who leave up your Christmas decorations all year long, that is something that could happen.
Keep your eye on those kids.
Keep your eye on those kids and this snow hill that you have behind your house.
So we're blaming your 9-year-old Christmas experience basically for your lack of production this past year in slow pitch.
That's
the old knee acting
right.
up all year.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Well, no, that's just me being too fat. too fat to play slow pitch.
I was all ready to just run with this excuse
not
for you.
Move properly at all. Like I had all these great ideas. I was like, I could still hit and I could still do this, and then I like start to run, and my body's like, oh no. You're not prepared for this at all. So,
well, there's about 4.5, 5 months till spring training.
I know. I got to train my groin.
So you got lots of time. We'll be good.
Got to stretch it out.
You'll be ready to go for the 2020 season.
Probably not. I just got to do some stuff. Got some New Year's resolutions to kind of adhere to. But yeah, I want to
hit a dinger. Number 1.
That's right. Talk to you about putting up those Christmas lights a little early. But it's good to get them out of the way so you don't land in the really cold part of the year and then try to put them up. It's always a little bit miserable trying to put them up at -40.
And they look nice.
They do look
nice. They're nice.
And everybody does such a great job. Adam Dental Clinic had theirs rocking. They've got it all up.
Yep.
Samba K Dental downtown. I mean, they're both competing with each other, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But it's beautiful out there. I love it.
And there's no rules this year.
No rules at all. That's right.
No rules for
Adam
the
Dental
Christmas
Clinic could go
lights.
over Samba K and just like tear down all their lights by hand. No holds barred.
This is on you, Zedoff.
All right. Now, as we get into the closer to the Christmas season, obviously we're going to watch Christmas movies. What is a Christmas movie you can watch this early?
What's one that you'd be allowed to watch this early?
Like you don't want to watch I don't know. You don't want to watch like Christmas Carol this early.
I mean, The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is right
there.
in the wheelhouse.
This is right in the wheelhouse, right between.
Yeah.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
It's
a Christmas. It takes place during Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How come that debate never comes up? It's always Die Hard.
Well,
is it a Christmas movie?
Interesting you should say that. Debate came up the other night. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then so is Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
There it is.
All right.
There we go.
I've never heard that.
Die Hard gets watched
before.
Christmas Eve at midnight.
Isn't there a Christmas part of Kindergarten Cop?
Is there?
I don't know. It's a good movie, though.
It's not Santa. It's a great movie. It really is.
So good.
I think we know what's going to be on Scenes from the Cabin very soon. All right. That's going to do it for MATC this week. This day, Monday. Good Lord.
This day of Monday.
This day of Monday.
November the 25th.
November the 25th. All right.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.